to call the meeting to order and call on Councilwoman Brown to lead us in the pledge.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Clerk, call the roll.
Councilwoman Brown.
Here.
Councilman Weaver.
Here.
Councilman Broughton.
Here.
Councilman Watson.
Here.
Councilman Barton.
Here.
Mayor Lovelace.
Here.
There is a quorum present for doing business.
Approval of the minutes from the last meeting.
The council have copies of the minutes. And
We just need a motion.
Alpha motion to approve the minutes of last meeting. Second.
motion by Councilman Watson, second by Councilman Broughton to approve the minutes of the last meeting. Are there any changes? Hearing none. Councilwoman Brown?
Yes.
Councilman Weaver?
Yes.
Councilman Broughton?
Yes.
Councilman Watson?
Yes.
Councilman Barton?
Yes.
The motion passes and the minutes are approved.
I'd like to welcome our visitors here today. I see a couple of people I don't normally see here, so I'm glad y'all are here. Next item is the approval of the agenda.
Are there any changes to be made? Any additions or deletions? Do I hear a motion? We just do. I get this wrong every time on the agenda. Okay, all those in favor of approving the agenda as presented signify by saying aye. Aye. Those opposed, nay. The ayes have it, and the agenda is approved.
First item I call on Chief Salter.
A few months back, 2015 edition of the fire codes come out. I think it was around November. And me and Lawton kind of sat down and looked at it and kind of compared it to what we're using now, which is 2006 edition. And, we figured it was time for us to update our edition to 2015. January 1, the Fire Marshal's Office adopted the 2015 edition. And we looked at 06, 09, 2012, we updated every 3 years. There's not a whole lot of difference between 06 and 2015. There's a few things in there that may help some of the businesses here in Brewton, for daycares and stuff like that. The major difference between 06 and 15 is all daycares in 06 have to be sprinkled. 2015 edition is if you put exits in the rooms where the children are going to be placed, then you don't have to sprinkle the door. So, it could be some savings there for daycares in the city of Brewton if somewhere decided to do it here. But other than that, we just wanted to get more in line with what the fire marshal does, because if I call him on an issue and he's using 15 codes and I'm using 06, they basically say the same thing, but it may be different numbering, or the number may be different on the same code. The wordage may be different in it, so I just think it's time to update our codes to 2015. And I was wanting to get y'all's approval to do so.
Make a motion to approve resolution 17-0327. Ordinance number.
A second.
Motion by Councilman Barton, second by Councilman Weaver, to approve the 2015 fire code. Is there any discussion? Hearing none. Councilwoman Brown?
Yes.
Councilman Weaver?
Yes.
Councilman Broughton?
Yes.
Councilman Watson?
Yes.
Councilman Barton?
Yes.
The motion passes, and the ordinance number 17-0327 is approved.
Thank you. Next item is approval of the Coastal Alabama Community College Theater Agreement. Whereby through next December, we furnish the director and they furnish the offices for them.
Make a motion to approve.
Second.
Motion by Councilman Broughton, second by Councilwoman Brown, to approve the Coastal Alabama Community College Theater Agreement. Is there any discussion? Hearing none, Councilwoman Brown?
Yes.
Councilman Weaver?
Yes.
Councilman Broughton?
Yes.
Councilman Watson?
Yes.
Councilman Barton?
Yes.
Motion passes, and the agreement, the theater agreement is approved.
Next item is a Spyglass telecommunication cost reduction agreement, and I call on the city clerk.
This is it's a recovery agreement whereby Spyglass Company will review and audit our telecommunications services and look for savings, and they get, in return, they get a portion of any savings that we get. They get 50% for any past recoveries and the first 12 months of any go-forward savings. And after that, it would be ours. So it's really not, it's not a, there's no money coming out of our pockets unless they recover. So and they get a portion of that.
How far back are they gonna go?
They have, I think they go back, if they see something like, for instance, say, I think they already spotted that we had been paying tax on some of the bills, so I think they're probably going to go back 5 years on that.
And you said 50/50, is that correct?
That's 50/50 on the past recoveries. They get 12 months of the going forward recoveries, and after that, they're out of the game.
Okay.
All right. Are there any further discussion? Is there any further discussion?
Motion to approve the Spyglass telecommunication cost reduction agreement.
Second.
Motion by Councilwoman Brown, second by Councilman Watson, to approve the agreement. Is there any further discussion? Hearing none, Councilwoman Brown?
Yes.
Councilman Weaver?
Yes.
Councilman Broughton?
Yes.
Councilman Watson?
Yes.
Councilman Barton?
Yes.
Motion passes, and the agreement for telecommunications cost reduction is approved.
Next item is Aramark mat supply agreement, and I will call on the city clerk.
Okay, this is just a, we currently have an agreement with G&K company who changes out our floor mats. They bring mats, they take the ones that are currently there, they clean them, they bring them back on a regular basis. That costs about $115 a month to do that citywide. We've just found somebody that'll do it for $53 a month, so asking for your approval to do that, make that change.
I'll make a motion, we approve Aramark mat supply agreement.
Second.
Motion by Councilman Weaver, second by Councilwoman Brown.
Councilman Broughton.
Councilman Broughton. Is there any further discussion? Hearing none, Councilwoman Brown?
Yes.
Councilman Weaver?
Yes.
Councilman Broughton?
Yes.
Councilman Watson?
Yes.
Councilman Barton?
Yes.
Motion passes, and the agreement for Aramark is approved.
That's the city attorney a question. Without having to do any research, is there a certain size on a contract that the city clerk has to come before the council? Or does every contract have to come before the council?
No, as a limit, I think it's, I would have to look at it, but it's
A certain amount?
Certain amount.
Under a certain amount, you don't have to you might want to look
So
at
make
it.
if it falls within a recognized department expenditure of this budget, the department head would be able to expend it on the mayor.
Make a decision on it. That's what I thought. Okay. Next item is a Georgia Pacific abatement resolution. And is that, Gary?
Mayor, council, I'm chairman of the Brewton Development Authority, and Jeff Joyce, the general manager of Georgia Pacific, Julie Vanderwater, who's the communications and public affairs manager, and Kent Mathis from Atlanta, who is in the GP tax department, came before the Brewton Development Authority and presented a proposal that you have in front of you, which is an abatement of taxes. They are about to expend approximately $50 million on their paper machine, number 2 paper machine, to refurbish it and to modernize that, which is a great thing. It obviously is great for the citizens, great for those who work out there, because it gives some security, I think, and job security. But the county apparently has been in negotiations with GP, and they have agreed to an abatement of the county non-education taxes and certain state sales taxes. And they have asked us, or Georgia Pacific, part of the procedure is for the city of Brewton to either support or not support that. There's no tax that will be abated in the city of Brewton, so it will not affect any ad valorem or sales tax in the city of Brewton, but it will affect some county abatement ad valorem, non-education ad valorem taxes, and it will affect some state sales tax. So to me, it's a no-brainer for the city, but the Board of Brewton Development Authority recommends that you support the county's abatement of those taxes, and that's what the resolution is for. You, Mr. Hines, can answer any other questions.
You said it was a no-brainer. I sure need to answer mine.
Make the motion, we approve resolution 17-0327.
Second.
Motion by Councilman Broughton, second by Councilman Barton, to approve the Georgia Pacific abatement. Is there any further discussion? Hearing none. Councilwoman Brown?
Yes.
Councilman Weaver?
Yes.
Councilman Broughton?
Yes.
Councilman Watson?
Yes.
Councilman Barton?
Yes.
Motion passes, and the resolution number 17-0327 is approved.
Next item is a request for a matching funding for a youth basketball shooting machine. This would be a percentage of the total, and I think they're going to end up buying 2 machines, a total of $12,000, and this is a request for us for $4,000.
I make a motion to approve.
Second.
Motion by Councilman Barton, second by Councilman Watson, to approve the youth basketball shooting machine. Is there any discussion? Hearing none. Councilwoman Brown?
Yes.
Councilman Weaver?
Yes.
Councilman Broughton?
Yes.
Councilman Watson?
Yes.
Councilman Barton?
Yes.
Motion passes, and resolution number 17-0327-1 is approved.
Next item is a resolution for declaring certain city property as surplus property, and I call him city clerk.
Okay. Excuse me. Okay, this is, we've got a certain amount of equipment and vehicles in different various departments right now that are either worn out or just not usable for that department anymore. Most of the vehicles are high mileage. One of them, the Ford F-150 truck, is got a bad transmission. So all of this equipment here that you see with the recreation department was used on the golf course, so we don't need those anymore. They are operational, so we'll be selling those for a price, for what, the best price that we can get for them. And this is just to have these declared surplus so that we can sell them, sell the personal personal property belonging to the city that's no longer being used.
A motion to approve Resolution 17-0327-2.
Second.
Motion by Councilwoman Brown, a second by Councilman Barton to approve the surplus resolution. Is there any discussion?
Yes, sir. City Clerk, on these, on this equipment, where's it gonna be housed, or where's it gonna be staged for, resale or giveaway or whatever?
Well, I think that the Recreation Department, that equipment will be staged out at Dogwood Hills, I think. I hadn't really had that discussion with him yet, but that's where it mostly is now. And that, he'll clean up, I'm talking about Mr. Pate, have the carts cleaned up, and also, there'll be room out there for them to be tested and that sort of thing when we sell them. So that will probably be done there. The vehicles, I would assume, would be here.
Okay.
Any further discussion? Hearing none. Councilwoman Brown?
Yes.
Councilman Weaver?
Yes.
Councilman Broughton?
Yes.
Councilman Watson?
Yes.
Councilman Barton?
Yes.
Motion passes, and the resolution, I lost my place. Resolution 17-0327-2 is approved.
Next item is a request of a Relay of Life 5K walk run route. I call him Ruthie Cooper.
That ain't Ruth. That
You're not Ruth.
ain't Ruth.
Go back. Very good.
Good evening. I have to say I changed a whole lot for
Quite a bit.
Benjamin Fraser. So I'm here on behalf of the D.W. Macmillan Hospital Relay for Life team, asking the council to approve our 5K walk run to be held April the 8th, 2017 at 8 a.m. in the morning.
Has the route been approved by have you talked to the police about the route?
I think Ruthie has, yes.
Okay.
She
We
has.
just needed to come here and make the final plea.
I make a motion, we approve the Relay for Life walk run route.
Second.
Thank you.
Motion by, thank you, Ruthie. Motion by Councilman Weaver, second by Councilman Barton, to approve the 5K, Relay for Life 5K walk run route. And is there any further discussion?
Mr. Chairman, only it says on March the 24th, which is a couple days ago, so you can't get a T-shirt now, I'm assuming, right?
Well, the order had already been sent out.
Right, okay.
There was extra order.
Okay.
So it depends on how early we get to the presentation for that, and we get the ones that we have.
Any further discussion? Hearing none. Councilwoman Brown?
Yes.
Councilman Weaver?
Yes.
Councilman Broughton?
Yes.
Councilman Watson?
Yes.
Councilman Barton?
Yes.
Motion passes, and the walk run is approved.
Next item is a request from the William Marion for a charity fundraiser at Jennings Park, and I call him the city clerk.
This is a request for a benefit at Jennings Park for William Marion, who's a child with some severe medical problems, and the reason that this is coming before the council is because this is a fundraiser that's being held there at the park, and there are a number of different activities planned to do that fundraising. They're having a motorcycle ride, some musical entertainment, silent auctions and raffles. They're serving barbecue plates, sandwiches. They have T-shirts and face painting, and most all of this, all of it, matter of fact, I think it's on a donation basis. They're not selling these items. It's on a donation basis. So they have approve their, the traffic situation with the, have talked that over with the police chief. And we will just, we'll make sure that, that everything's covered with, from that standpoint. But that's it.
I offer motion to approve.
Second.
Councilman,
Watson.
a motion by Councilman Watson and a second by Councilman Barton to approve the charity fundraiser at Jennings Park. Is there any further discussion?
So you said these guys are, they're gonna be taking donations?
Yes.
Are they a nonprofit organization?
No, this is a family.
Okay. I just didn't see it.
Yeah, it's a family.
Okay.
It's the William Marion family and friends.
Okay.
Yeah. Any further discussion? Councilwoman Brown?
Yes.
Councilman Weaver?
Yes.
Councilman Broughton?
Yes.
Councilman Watson?
Yes.
Councilman Barton?
Yes.
The motion passes and the fundraiser at Jennings Park is approved.
Are there any other announcements or comments?
I have none.
Motion to adjourn.